Hello everyone, Vita's A30 back with another deck review. Today we have the Bicycle Celebrating 52 Craft Brewers deck, and it says that on the front, Bicycle, top, Celebrating 52 Craft Brewers on the bottom, and then playing cards, cards as you weigh. Also says in front, Celebrate 52, I think it is, Brasiers Artesanals. This one has a star on it with blue coloring, and this one a maple leaf with red coloring. Or brown coloring, whatever you will. This beers. It's a kind of an updated version of their previous craft brewery deck. There's Ericus and Finis Fabrique EU on one side. Not familiar with that. It's French for États-Unis, United States, which they're not too united at the moment. And there's a maple leaf on there. There's also this bicycle logo up here, whatever that's supposed to mean. The other side says Ericus and Finis Made in USA with the stars and the stripes. I'm surprised it doesn't say Ericus and Finis in French. Top is just a wood pattern, and the bottom a barcode. The back you see the two flags and a cask or wine barrel. Also on the back it says each of the 52 cards in this deck features a unique craft brewer's logo and location from all parts of the United States and Canada. These breweries represent what we love most about craft beer. It says the same thing in French. And USB-C information, English and French on the bottom. Standard seal, standard tuck case. Bicycle trademark stuff on the flap. And here we got a maple leaf and a star. Inside you get a seat at the table ad card. It's on a wood panel type background. And the other side, same thing in French. And then you get a card with information. It says craft beer. It says the Bicycle brand celebrates the craft brewing spirit of the United States and Canada. The spirit that captures the brewer's passion for the craft, signature product, and entrepreneurial drive to turn a hobby into a business. Each of the 52 cards in this deck features a unique craft brewer's logo and location from all parts of the United States and Canada, except for where I live, apparently. These 52 breweries represent what we love most about craft beer. And it says at the bottom, what game goes best with your craft beer? Hashtag Bicycle Craft Beer Cards. Please drink responsibly. And I agree. If you want to drink a shitload of beer or liquor or whatever and get drunk, by all means. But don't drive or do anything stupid. The other side says the same thing in French. Bière artisanale. Jokers. This one says Joker in the corners in black. Bicycle point cards made USA. Fabrique EU. The other one is basically the same thing in red, except it's a circle coaster as opposed to the square coaster. That's what it is. It's coasters. The back design, one way to the max. I mean, the wood border patterns are one way. The beer bottles are different, even though they're reversed. There's still one is blue colored US and the other is red, brown colored Maple Leaf Canada. So 100%, whoops, one way. And I threw it away. Let's look at the cards. The Ace of Spades. I have to point out the American ones have stars in a dark blue type color, maybe black. The Canadian ones have a maple leaf in a brownish color in the corners, and there's 26 of each. For some reason, they didn't have the foresight to go, okay, we'll make all the Canadian ones the hearts and diamonds, and we'll make all the American ones the spades and the clubs. Oh, no. They just said, we'll put them on whatever cards. Just mix it all up. I don't know why. Ace of Spades. Thirsty Orange Brew Extravaganza. Johnson City, Tennessee. Storm Brewing. St. John's, Newfoundland. Rambling Road Brewery Farm. La Salette, Ontario. Bristol Brewery Downtown. Bristol, Virginia. Fanatic Brewing Company. Knoxville, Tennessee. The one that made it to the floor, if I can pick it up without destroying it, is Townside Brewing Inc., Powell River, BC. Yeehaw Beer. Yeehaw. Johnson City, Tennessee. Lots from Johnson City, Tennessee. Apparently they like their beer. Calf Killer Brewing Company, Sparta, Tennessee. I swear half the American ones are Tennessee. Colorado Cider Company, Denver, Colorado. Tree Brewing Company, Kelowna, BC. Brewly Noted, Beer Trail, Tri-Cities, Tennessee and Virginia. Wild Rose Brewery, Calgary, Alberta. Stem Ciders, Denver, Colorado. Urban Orchard Cider Company, Asheville, North Carolina. For Pretentious Beer and Glass Company, Knoxville, Tennessee. Sawworks Brewing Company, Knoxville, Tennessee. Wilmington Brewing Company from Wilmington, North Carolina. Depot Street Brewing from Jonesboro, Tennessee, sorry. Croy to the world from Toronto, Ontario. Not even sure if that's a jingle or anything, I've never heard of them. But it fits. Hexagon Brewing Company from Knoxville, Tennessee. Pump House Brewery from Moncton, New Brunswick. The Damascus Brewery from Damascus, Virginia. That's a Canadian symbol, the beaver. What the hell? Lagabière Brazier Artisanal from Saint-Jean-sur-Richelieu, Quebec. I probably butchered that. Studio Brew from Bristol, Virginia. Four Winds Brewing Company from Delta, BC. Grimm Brothers Brewhouse from Loveland, Colorado. And yes, I'm going through these kind of fast. Gypsy Circus from Kingsport and Knoxville, Tennessee. Nickelbrook Brewing Company from Burlington, Ontario. No relation to Nickelback, I'm sure of it. Red Clay Cider Works, RCC from Charlotte, North Carolina. Getting ahead of myself there a bit. Wellington Brewery from Guelph, Ontario. Sleeping Giant Brewing Company from Thunder Bay, Ontario. It's the closest one probably to where I am. Johnson City Brewing Company, Johnson City, Tennessee. Church Key Brewing Company from Campbellford, Ontario. Microbrasserie du Lac Saint-Jean from Saint Gideon, Quebec. Probably butcher all that. Microbrasserie means microbrewery. Albion from Joliette, Quebec. Cibor from Sherbrooke, Quebec. High Hops Brewery from Windsor, Colorado. I thought it was Windsor, Ontario for a second. Smoky Mountain Brewery from Gatlinburg, Tennessee. JRH Brewing from Johnson City, Tennessee. No idea what that stands for. Black Bridge Brewery from Swift Current, Saskatchewan. Sawdust City Brewing Company from Gravenhurst, Muskoka, Ontario. Cameron's Brewing from Oakville, Ontario. Corrigan Brassiere Artisanal from Ville de Quebec, Quebec City. Phillips Brewing and Malting Company from Victoria, BC. Old Yale Brewing Company from Chilliwack, BC. Boulder Beer from Boulder, Colorado. Cannery Brewing from Pennington, BC. Upstreet Craft Brewing from Charlotte, PEI, from Edward Island. Boneyard Beer from Bend, Oregon. Yukon Brewing from Whitehorse, Yukon. One of our territories up north. All or Nothing Brewhouse from Oakville, Ontario. And lastly, the original Stump Blower from Lakeville, New York. Cider Works. So that's that. I don't know if you want to consider this a border. If it is, it's a very massive border. Pretty ridiculous. It's a fun little deck. Bicycle Stop, Urquhart Infinite, of course. Direct from USB-C, like the previous craft deck, brewery deck. So the handle's good. Very interesting look. Obviously, very one-way back design. But if you're into bicycle branded decks, you'll probably want to pick it up just to have it in your collection. And it's got a lot of nice, neat advertising. It's fun. It's unique. So I like it. I'll say 6 out of 10. Just because the back design kind of kills it a little bit. But overall, not bad. And definitely completely different than the original one they did. So that is that. As seen available at playingcards.net. That's it so far. Check out, of course, collectibleplayingcards.com. Use the code VJose32 to save 10% on your order and help out the channel at the same time. And don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what you think. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.